Oh, now I remember. Today's agenda is just daily artwork for movies. It's her birthday.
An afternoon nap is a wonderful way to replenish one's energy.
Too busy.
Oh, you could use a newspaper as a pillow.
And we got a white shot there. White shot. Settings. I'm like, oh, you can, change how much battery you use. But you know what? I'll keep it like this. Well, I don't show up, don't criticize. What's up? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Doesn't matter. Front radio on there.
A bountiful haul. Please check the results.
Pause. To the aquarium.
Hope you enjoy exploring the dreamlike deep sea.
Or missed it. Oh yeah. I can fucking keep my voice. Go. I've never seen that wasn't a color. I really like
What's just a color? What Rose really wanted was to scratch with some super dinner and use it to boost himself up. But he probably never guessed that music wasn't here at all. Everything he did was for nothing because Father had already interviewed it all.
How do you know that?
I only found out recently. There was a hidden department box bracelet from my father left me. Inside were two small sets of papers all over the place.
It must be. So you'll need someone. So you'll need someone to navigate it.
I'm not really interested in research, but since Mom was my father, I like to still like to have it back in my own hands.
I got this.
Thank you. That should be somewhere around here. I'll send you coordinates once I'm here. I'll send you the coordinates once it's worked out the location of the top.
If you have any questions or need anything, just let me know.
If you have any questions,
Really loud on my end. I'm trying to keep it as simple stage. No, don't break that game on me. Computer, don't break. Computer, don't break. Where's my thigh thick bunny girl here? Alright. Wise.
Wise, the reason was I asked you to help recover her own father's luck too, right? Shall we head out now?
It sounds like it really mattered to you.
Actually, it could very well be something her father left behind. Even if all hidden knowledge, that's the only right way to try to find it. For her sake, as for her friend. I trust you, or you decoding the coordinates. Let's get out together then. for our friends. Alright, I'm taking Alice. I don't want to talk to Yuzuha. I love her. I love her. Love her abilities. I don't know about her personality. She is a brat, but I can't really. I like this one. She's a blonde bunny bimbo.
Let's do something summery together. Oh,
Hell yeah.
no scary stories.
Hell yeah.
I can't. Wanna hear a summer story? I can't wait to hear the sound of the sea.
Can I use Yuzuha?
Wanna hear us? I can't wait.
Need a fortune telling?
Okay, let's see. I got
Wanna hear a.
Look how well she does
I
this.
would never turn down Lord Phaethon.
Vivian. I bet.
Vivian is at your command.
Vivian, you're doing me a favor. Oh yeah, back earlier.
Need my help, Yuzuha? Remember the soft touch of sand. Solid hit. Score one for me.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
Look around.
I can't see. I'm back up. I'm back up.
Thrust and pierce. Let's try something new. Stay on offense.
Ah, come on. Can't see.
A sword technique for summer nights. You're all riddled with flaws. You're gonna pay.
Okay. Why? There's a long time in the hollow. Did someone put it there on purpose? No, bitch. This necklace left there is a father. Was it there? Was it? Was it meant to have the place for the intruders? Probably, to be honest. Oh, I do. It's kind of horrendous. Da, 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 da. Ah, 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 anyway. At this point, let's bring them back to see what it is. If I can keep up with this, how do people keep up with this? I mean female YouTubers who are definitely not dudes at all. You know. I am a YouTuber who is not a dude. He's a voice model. Like this, Harry. Or, yeah, this is my natural. What's happening? Ukanan. I still can't say it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Hey, Wise, Theresa talked to you about the hollow treasure hunt already, didn't she? Does that count as a whole treasure hunt? You know what? We're changing to Delta Road. Oh, we're changing. Come on! Alright, there we go. Decoding that corner should be a piece of cake for you, right? So ready, head out. Let's go treasure hunting.
Would you like more help? Good day, Lord Phaethon.
Miss Vivian, your help is necessary today. I know how codependent you are for us.
Oh, who are these folks?
My turn. Together, Lord Basin.
Watch this. Puzzle move.
You are the Subarus. Sorry for stealing your spotlight.
Oh, yeah.
Out of my way! I'll pick you.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Move
look.
with the blade.
Out of my way!
Bloodstains. Wait.
Watch
You
this.
better not get my trust dirty. Not going to deal with you individually. Apologies.
Oh, my God.
Remember the soft touch of sand. A chance to score. Let's go. A perfect chance.
Whoa! Come on, give me that word, Buffy! Now, skip this shit. I wanted to wipe out you for that so bad. Come on. Teresa! My sweet, you look like an adult version of what's her name? Forgot that. Boba Vendor. Yeah, think of this shit. Get an answer out from right now. Alice opens the file in your hand. That's very simple. If one obscure academic terms goes into no doubt this must be research data. 2 cornets, one real one fake one, spread the fake. You were still alive. That way, if someone got both later, they likely think they were both traps. That makes sense. And with the combat machine guarding true coordinates, I'm sure no one else will take the data, at least not to the day you were strong enough to shoot yourself. Oh, I see. Let me use this one. I'll take it down. The groundwork blade is solid. I'm sure it'll be a bunch of better use. Yes, but that's why I'd rather go someone who's I didn't get my father to get for research at all. Maybe the resort, this place is what it really is. Alice, I know things have been your family lately. What in you can help you in any way, then I think the journey was worth it. Come on, take it, Alice. Oh, thank you. I'll bring it back. Now look good. I'm my fellow researcher. Alex, take research. Us to see this look looks like system grip ground. It up. A few lines of handwritten text that looks like casual notes written by someone over decades ago. Took a walk along the beach with police today. Ran into a rabbit pirate. Oh shit. Oh wow. This all comes full circle. Into a rabbit pirate found this garden and I recognized him. He introduced himself. Met quite a few years ago, sculling first on some we never talked for quite a while. And I've been thinking ever since, I may have gone too far chasing after competition results, but really we're just both trying to leave something meaningful for our daughters. Maybe it's time for midsummer to sit here, see what's special with it. Reaching for it might not be a bad idea. There's so little love. Aw, that's so... Alright, move it there. What you got? seems for right, it would be underneath. Hell yeah, buddy. My instincts are right. This would be something on the bar. Not next to it, right here. Right here. Barracuda, oh my god. Ah! Oh yeah, brother. We're at 7,400. Alright, let's see what we got. I got 2 more left. Let's see. What else is missing? Awesome. I think that's everything I have. Right, everything for this attractions. I think everything. I'm still needing prayer and decorations.
Feel free to explore at your own pace.
Here. I'm going like this. I don't care. Well, to be honest, I don't care. It'll take me forever if I do that. How much do I have left? I'm gonna do an even number. What is it? Okay, cool. Let's go! And that's it. I still have to go to we're at the beach. We need beach music. So cool, right? Beach music. I'll go in. Alice, baby girl.
Let's go at our own pace.
Oh, what's up? Alright, let's go fishing. Heavy duty collab.
Get ready. Got one! Holy moly!
What else is happening? Yo, Mom!
Got something!
Oh, rarely.
Perfect timing! Get ready!
Oh, this one's
Got one!
heavy.
I got something! Yay!
Damn. Oh, there's a Damn.
Get ready! Got one! Perfect timing! Spot on! Perfect timing!
That boy's forehead is bigger than anything I've ever seen.
Focus! I got something! Yay!
Let's go.
Get ready! Got one!
We ain't stopping until we get our species.
Yay!
We get species here. YouTube content.
Get ready! Got one!
Share.
Focus! I got something! It's starting to slow down!
Oh yeah, look. Looks weird. You know what? I would date a shark woman. I don't care if it bites my PPR.
Get ready! Got one! Yay!
I would,
Focus!
video game music.
I got something!
Perfect.
Getting tired! This rare one's a beauty!
I have all the fish.
Let's continue now.
Hold on.
Welcome to the aquarium.
You good, sir. You know, we'll throw more species at you. And this barracuda. You know, the Dragon Palace boys are supposed to be like species. If they ever come up, you know, there's some they're supposed to be in legend, the fish of destruction. Or like, because every time they show up, something bad happens. Or earthquakes. Which kind of makes sense, because you know, the only reason they would ever come up is they're dead from the earthquake shock. Or this, I cannot remember. I think I have everything. Alright, get it. Alright. Anime 1212. all outfits and exclusive rewards, plus my faces. So I'm pretty good at all this.
If you have any questions or need anything, just let me know.
The only thing I'm missing is my cat.
Welcome to the aquarium.
This one looks like goofy ass helicopter. You get out my shot. So nice.
Welcome to the aquarium.
These are all the other stuff. Let's see what they have for news. Now, let's see what they fix. There is a known issue during the Tales of Midsummer Night's where Fox is made use abnormal joystick sensitivity when playing Blaze of Waves with their controls. Fix an issue where June, July. No. Today's July 23rd. What did they fix? Fix an issue where under certain circumstances punching are unable to collect the cash. Normally after very autosave. Fixes on issues under circumstances scream shake abnormally when they turn the Pelico from their tails. Fix the issue where under certain circumstances drift coil we're not properly spawning with miasma catalyst status. Fix issue began battle for the simulation was not playing properly and entering the stage. The items secret cache was not nice. They did a lot of fixes. Does that mean right here? Does that mean that they fix this combat animations, models, or something? Does that mean they remove the right? Let me see. Who is she talking to? There's nobody behind. Oh. This one's going crazy. Like, there is something right here, but like, you gotta go through there. Right? But through that door, there's nothing. There's nothing over here. Except, unless it's like up here, inside. I think she's talking to the wall. Women these days. Quarters. I appreciate. Ah, there we go. All right. What am I supposed to do today? Oh, yes.
Hey, Proxy. Have you hit a roadblock?
No. But I hit your mom. Battle Tower. Luckily, luckily, I have done some of them during off stream, and now we'll just like some other stuff. We're at it. Let me check out some music. Because I am so. Let's do the first four. They're all.
Say, did you wanna hear a summer the anticipate standing? Good day. That's much numbers there. Take a deep. Good day. I wouldn't be standing.
A mission?
Numbers to take a deep breath. The anticipation off stage is the. Wanna hear a summer? I'll help you with. Good day.
I've got you.
I would. Did you? I'll help you. I can't. Take a deep breath. Good day.
I am the Eye of Ob.
I wouldn't. Did you? The anticipation off stage is standing by.
I've got good. I am the Eye of Ob.
I shall follow your orders.
Let's fire it up.
All technical keys. No. Ooh, bad. Reduction of 60% of damage taken. When agent hit taking range, score reduction is 3%. There's no other one to make it except this.
Supernova!
My turn. Look around.
Oh, they have that.
Buckle up. You better not get my trust. Coming through. Let's ride the wave! Stay out of my way! Surf's up!
Oh yeah. This team is going far.
Supernova!
There we go.
Don't you know? It might try skirting the I'll help blast your soul! Skyline!
Inspiring!
You're clear. You better not get my chest.
Super Nova!
You got it. I'm cruising now.
Silver's just flying into the air with that. We barely scratched by. We're gonna do yeah, we'll do Blue versus Suicide. Alright.
Supernova! Take ya!
My turn!
Oh, I didn't even do that.
Move it! I'll take you. What? Move it!
Don't worry, it's gonna hurt a lot. Lucky you, you're next! We'll take it away! Listen to Take the chance! We'll go!
That was bullshit right there. That was so much bullshit right there.
Supernova! Move it!
It's a bag! It's a bag! We caught him!
Supernova! Guess what?
It's a bag!
Fuck! I still hate that. I can't really do that. Outside. Feel it? Add that too. Let me add that deck.
Supernova my way.
Oh my god, my cat is not dying out here. That cat is valuable.
Supernova my way.
It's a fast. That'll teach him. Over here.
Smash 'em! I'll take you. Inspiring.
My turn, my turn! Don't worry, it's gonna hurt a lot. That'll teach ya! Time to sharpen my claws! Let's play some more! Listen to my... My turn, my turn!
What is this? You know what I call this thing? I swear. Ah! I can't do it without the yellow eyes. I suck without the yellow eyes. Oh my god! You didn't do that, you taste it? Oh, I gotta. The bird. Oh my god, that's fucking adorable. Oh, the raccoon. That makes sense. The bear. What is that? What is that ooh face right there with it? Vivian, let me see. Nathan with rose or like a ring? Bird. Makes sense. Clothing. Oh, I've never seen that one with her. And sunglasses. The trucker. The trucker. Oh my god. I would instantly. Is he getting head patted? Tomato. Suyo. The company. The bear. I love the vehicles. And I'm like, I would have just like. I would. Oh, I'm so down there with her. Let's see. I haven't done YouTube. Okay, well, I'm gonna invite you. What's the meaning of like to win? Why do you train in fire techniques? Huh? Why do I choose to study fire techniques? You have a gentle nature. but there are 5 different series explosive. We all say placing fire with the partner might just align with the 4 or 5 elements. That's what she did. I'm not sure I understand, but it sounds very profound. You're amazing. Yeah, she is. This cat pirate. Would you like Shifu to teach you more mystery techniques? If you run into any trouble while training, don't hesitate. Tell your me. We can tell your me. We can figure it out together. So, if you run into any trouble while training, don't hesitate to tell me. I feel like they forgot how to spell that or they're spelling it. We can figure it out together. By the way, what made you bring up the training for all this summer? I want to catch up with the fresh air before. Alright, let's let me change it to like a scenic route. Summer stream playlist. I'm so sorry, guys. I like. So I don't think I can play any copyright music, which I'm trying to avoid. But I do want some like. Alright, we'll do this. What up, Mike Tide? I've seen these fucking comments. Says, oh, dude, Fufu, the tightest tiger of all you ever do. I'm like, yeah, she is pretty. She's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. They're talking about, right? When you mean tight, you mean cool, right? That's pretty tight. Oh, this one nice. And you're here. This next one just now. My treat. Let's go. My treat. Yeah, big boy got money. We spend it all on you. Our biggest cat pirate here. No. This one, dude. We came to the beach for a walk. How can we just keep reading everywhere we go? Let's check that place out, please. God, I would. Oh my God, how we do things. Will it be dangerous? It will be dangerous. You want me to fish? I can get you fish. I'm the best fisher in town. Yes. My second love. My first love is. My second love is Jufufu. Before Jufufu, it was Nicole or Andy, one of the two. The side chick was always Bernice. She's fun to play with, but you know she's gonna burn you alive. The sea breeze tickled me in the school scenes. Wise, you don't have fire in big ears, so you probably can't relate to this one. But I'm sure you must feel in the same way as me about taking a nice beach trip with good friends. Though it's not typical habits for tigers, I sometimes think settling down and seeing so good. So BB and whatever temple is now based on Floating Heights, but it's still somewhat different from fully settling down to Heights. By the way, Weiss, do you have any idea of place in mind where you like to settle down? The seaside. Oh, have you also thought about living this place? I also, to be okay, like on the record. I do want to live by the sea. That is my number one thing. Like, I want to be by the sea, living in the sea, and next to the sea. I want to be able to feel the ocean waves crash, the beach sand on my feet, fucking giant glass of water with ice on it, like one piece of giant ice, a glass, some sunglasses, and then a surfboard. And then whatever you guys give me, I'm not lying. I would be living off the beach. The food, sea. But I know how expensive those coastal areas are. Don't you have a coastal house for me on the east, and a big house for me on the left? We'll be beach neighbors by the sea. Why, how come you live in a small house? Because your house needs to be room for your siblings, an AI-powered supercomputer, and lots of their friends. As for me, I have Shifu, fellow junior siblings, and you. And we all get to live in your big house. See? I'm pretty smart money. No! Well, let's see. Why don't you? How about we ditch the idea of her living in a small house and she lives with you? Yeah. But Hu Wang really can't swim, so when taking it out for a walk, you gotta be super careful not to let him around. Oh wait, you mean the ball? That's the name of the ball? Hu Wei. I hope I'm not butchering this. Hu Wei. Listen to the whispers of the sea breeze too far. Listening to the whispers of the sea breeze with Fufu for a rare moment of tranquility. Okay, it's not beachside. I wanted. Hold up. Until it's interrupted by Fufu growling stomach. Looks like I forgot to have breakfast. And it's definitely not because I'm craving those burgers at the duck. Wanna grab a bite? You grab some fast food by the pier with Fufu while enjoying the sea breeze. That's adorable. All food. You, my sweet girl.
Oh, wait! Let me strike a power pose first.
You are half power here. You are power.
I do look pretty fierce today, huh?
Oh, I didn't see the tiger bird right there. Oh, nice. Now these easy gifts are really good for like costumes. Well, not costumes, but they're like clothing for the characters. Because I can't really read Mandarin. I hope that's Mandarin. I can't. Yeah, it's Mandarin. It's Mandarin. That's what it's saying. Because Mandarins are symbols, not letters. They're meant to represent something. Is that fur? Those are furs. Or like, are they? Are just like furry, fluffy? I like her hair that just goes like a tiger. Same thing over there. This one's like pockets. Those are pockets. Women wish they had these type of pockets. But you know what they get? You remove the pockets, close that area a bit, open a bit on the front side, and no pockets. Or fake pockets. The worst fake pockets. And they believe they're real pockets. And they actually get Chinese. And I don't get that design for like women design. I do drawings, and usually with like whenever I look at like women designs and stuff like that, clothing and stuff like that. God, so many fake pockets. I'm like, man, how do you? Nobody does know they're trying to push, bags for women, but to be honest, if they were the same thing for like male pockets with females, the bags wouldn't go up. They wouldn't be super valued or like very expensive. Maybe they would, just depending on how price situation.
Oh, wait! Let me strike a power pose first.
She's fast. Oh gosh, she's fast.
Huh? Where did Junior Wise go?
I'm still here. That's right. That's right. Oh, that's so sad. Oh my god, that's so sad. Yeah, mochi. The kitty cat yawns before setting up. Very casually works for herself. Huh. Did you get your fish stolen? All fish. Fried fish fingers, fish stew. Oh, I feel you. Oh. Alright. Where is that cat? Alright, let's... These two are always throwing cans over the weirdest arguments. They get up on their own. After all, there's still a lot of work in the quarters. We're not to be sitting here for too long. That's funny. It's not there. You know what? I'm still so ready to see company new void launcher, I'm not gonna lie. I hope we can get her. Because she looks so fucking adorable, and if it is true that she is the next void hunter, then I'm so fucking amazed. I'm like, yes! This small fucking Byron is our next void hunter. And I don't care what the hate is. Because I say, oh, boy, looks so cool. I don't care, she's adorable. Why can't there be an adorable, powerful kitten? Or, I think she's a ferret, right? I think she is a ferret. She's not a bunny. Unless she is like another bunny Byron. And we have 2 bunny sirens. You know, we already have like 3 fucking cats except for they are cats. We have Nekomata, which is a little street cat. Then we have Ultra, but more Byron, outside cat. Should stack. Keep this. And then we have Chufufu. She is a tiger, but they're still cats. Like, not a ten. Seriously, but there are cats. Like a wolf is kind of similar to a dog. They're cousins. They're cousins. A wolf can still be considered a dog. Dog. But, wow. You can still tame a wolf in some capacity. Not like full extent. Fellow cousins dogs. Lycon, the only dog, well, now dog, well, the only dog out of the whole series, and then we're getting Monito, who's gonna be half more human than dog. Still dog. Oh, I forgot ZZZ is a cat too. More of a house cat. He's now about a street cat. He's more of a house cat. Is this? Yeah, he's a dog cat or a house cat. And then doesn't bend over. It looks great. I'm like thinking, usually how I would wear this, but only if it was like I forgot how to switch. Oh yeah, switch it through.
Today's reading is, did you cook? Wanna hear a summer story? Wanna hear a summer story? Where are we going? There's no class today. I can't wait to hear the sound of the sea.
The raccoon looks really nice. I'm so surprised that they never.
Got a new ghost story to share? Wanna hear a summer story? Got a new ghost story to share? Got a new ghost story to share?
Is that Hugo? What is he doing? probably because I have rather common taste. You could say I'm just one of the crowd. No, that's not quite right. You have a distinctive look, but I can't quite place it. Probably just a delightful sense of deja vu. No need to fret over trivialities. We know which. Vivian been diving into some of those novels you to her opinion. I must admit, I'm a bit intrigued. Surely, you're a master in that realm. So if it's not too much trouble, you share some recommendations. Oh, you mean those fanfics about Hugo? Oh. Well, you come to the right person. Oh, with the list of my favorites with my reviews. And on top of that, I'm actually aiming to use them as inspiration for that content. You mean a character based on Hugo that? Exactly. Too bad he's only member of the entity is public, though no one has seen his face yet. Anyways, for the sake of being able to better express our creativities, we usually take some creative license to add original characters to complete the fantasy. Right now, the most popular origin of character in the scene is called Lighter. You mean Lighter? There's really a Lighter in the story. Don't tell me she's into Yuri shit. I knew the devs knew, like, oh yes, not Yuri. Is it Yuri? Or is it? What is it? What is it? What was the word? Hold on. What was it? Let's see. It was called. That's female. Yeah, Yuri was female, but I can't remember what's. Fujoshi. You know what? I would date a Fujoshi, I'm not gonna lie. A Fudanshi is a rotten boy. Fudoshi is female. Yaoi! That was the Yaoi, oh my god. No, is she it? Is she a Fudoshi? And is she into Yaoi? I'm not gonna lie. That's what I'm thinking about. As for why everyone somehow all decided to name Hugo partner Slider, well, it's all about the name. Hugo is usually portrayed as the anti-hero, wandering alone in the night, so he needs a character that represents light to act as foil. That way, we get this epic clash of light and darkness, which amps up the drama. Most popular novel in the circle right now is titled Lies Embrace Hues, and you can tell by the word embrace that it means entitled it perfectly. Well, let's just drop it. Alright, but since Lighter isn't inspired by anyone in particular like Hugo, everyone got their own spin on it. If it were up to me, I'd characterize Lighter and Hugo relation as friends to rivals, and back to friends. And the reason they part ways is because Lighter thinks Hugo has gone astray and wants to rescue him from the abyss. My dearest friend and dearest rival, I must save you. Oh, what a noble, touching friendship. She is a Fudoshi. Isn't this Mr. Lighter a bit too self-involved, piling on these one-sided expectations that are naturally not going to net getting disappointed by them trying to save them? Not everyone wants to be saving them. True. A proud individual like you will probably lose by the mantra of only I can destroy myself and only I can save myself. That makes their conflict even juicier. Clearly. Thanks for the inspiration. With that twist, the whole story could shift towards the separated of you Eridu now become the intersected. What do you mean by separated? The real Oh, that's a real fanfic. All right. Thank you. It's just supposed to place. When I have a bit of a headache. Oh, I still don't know your name. Actually, my name is Slider. Can we just forget that name? At this point, callbacks aren't really necessary. That's quite the charming name, right? Well, it's been a real pleasure talking to you, though. Sadly, I have other matters to attend, so I'll be going. I wish you would spend your day. What if I change my name now? What do you think? Christian. How do I put this? It's kind of love, I suppose. Without love, I don't think I'm rating at all. Anyways, it's really not a great choice to relationships. That is so nice. Lilac, we have something to say. William Francis. Well, why this surprise thing? Would it be really truly special? Maybe or something like that. That sounds crazy. I'll say it next time. Oh, maybe if she actually tells him, like, tells her, yeah, the guy that you met isn't Hugo. The actual Hugo. I'm like, she would just like combust midway speech, all wet. I know. That's why I laughed. Okay, this kind of voice. Unless it's like bringing me something nice. Maybe. Unless I wasn't getting billions of fucking Denny's every day, then yeah, I would. That's alright. What are you doing, Usana? By chatting with everyone at Spook Shack. What's up? Forget about the world. Come. Forget about the world. Oh, so what you're saying is, you want me to forget about saving the world and run off somewhere with you? Sounds kind of romantic. I could have it. Oh, God! So where should we run off to? How about some we would... Oh, God. And I was like, what school do you... It's college. 100%, because they are throwing this like shade and he's 20. You can't throw me shade. How about Youngtions? Oh, she is not. Oh my god. Why can't I I'm so fucking playing gacha games. Alright, let's do this one. You're here. Were you in the rush? You didn't even notice there's a leaf in your hair. Wait, don't move. You get it. God, I could fucking animate this shit so well. If I had a voice actor for it. I don't know if my original voice actor can kind of mimic her voice or not. Thanks. These books and turn them into bookmarks. This particular filmmaking perfect. I love their first editing. Yuzu tree. Their leaves would be great for that too. Yuzu leaves have so many uses. You can brew them into tea. They can help with aches. They can help with aches. I don't know. They've got this amazing aroma. I should get some too. They're perfect to keep by your pillow for better sleep. That's not even true. I don't care. Some folks even say they bring good luck. ZZs are amazing, just like music. Our perfect. Should we do perfect in every way? Use it all, use it. Let's do this one. That's what it sounded like I was talking about this. Alright, now that we're both here, let's head to Young Sins. Let's go. I'm super hungry, but I'm dying for some shrimp dumplings. Alright, let's go. I swear, they said this is our national dialect, and it's just regular Chinese. That is regular Chinese. Unless it's like just, it is Chinese, but they're just not Chinese. I mean Mandarin. Mandarin. It's supposed to be Mandarin. If it's not Mandarin, then it's just jumbled up. No matter when you come, Yip Junction's always packed. I love tea houses. There's just something special about them. People come here for all kinds of reasons. Some for tea, some for food, some just to talk business. I'm just hoping you see someone. To me, Yamcha Sense is like a crossroad. Everyone's head somewhere, but they all pass through. You see, people crossing paths make new connections, or sometimes leaving behind not so great moments. Well, it is a tea house. Lots of different folks coming in and going. Exactly. Anywhere there's a crowd, you'll find all kinds of stories. Every person carries 100 stories, and this place is full of stories. Curious when you walk down the street and you see options here. Passing by. Yes. Oh, we're the same. Because to be honest, IRL, like I actually do that whenever I pass by people. Like I try and keep my focus straight, but then sometimes I unconsciously just look at someone, look up and down, and then go back and oh, okay, that was nice, you know. But they have nice clothing or something like that, or they look really cool, something stylish. The face people show strangers is always just what I real if they're real lives. Catching the rest of someone's life and trying to together the rest isn't that fun? How about we play a little game? Forget about strangers. Take a good look at me and guess what I've been up to today. Should do your fingers closed. I'll do. Her smile grows deeper. You slept well, that you didn't even dream. So you were observing me after all. And here I thought you just wanted an excuse to admire my adorable face. You got one thing right. I slept well last night, but you're off about something else. I did dream about last night, and guess what? You ran me. I knew it. You can't beat the allegations here. You can't beat the allegation here. rings. Okay. That's better. Do you have any dreams last night? Could it be that we met in a dream yesterday? You end up playing guessing games that you saw for ages, but you still didn't make it through the line. Looks like if you want to get into Yunshin Syndrome, I think I was better reserve a number in advance next time. It's okay, even though we didn't make it in, just being able to hang out with you, sorry we can make it. Next time, let's pick a place that's not so... Are you hungry? Are you hungry? You could always hit up a food stall for a quick snack. Use a hall. Anything is fine.
Come on in. Take a look at the menu. Whether you're dining in or taking out, we got you covered.
So many people! Wanna hang on to me just in case?
Maybe. See how far.
Don't go too far, or I might send Kama after you.
Yeah, kind of sells that about the voice actor though. If she didn't actually know about it, then there's no harm. There's no harm. She did know, and you know, but she didn't think like, oh, there would be like, well, let's say questions. There's a lot of people who have opposing views, and you know, say whatever they're buying. Sometimes their headcanons, they feel like their opinions are hurt because of their headcanons and other people's headcanons. Like the voice actor can say, oh yeah, in my headcanon, you know, she's a lesbian. Like for me, it's just, if she is a lesbian, then, you know, it's a more of a bell.
So many people! Wanna hang on to me just in case? Photos are the best way to keep a memory, don't you think?
Always.
Wait up! Don't scurry off without me!
Did you not recognize that? Let's see.
Photos are the best way to keep a memory, don't you think?
100%.
Photos are the best way to keep a memory, don't you Taking a pic? Hang on. Give me a sec to look cute.
Very adorable that you are. But yeah. I like I think that's his name, Kama? Right, Kama. I like his design. The hat looks really nice. I wish we could see under his eyes, but I think that it's just nothing. Even like every angle you try, like you won't be able to see it. I feel like, but his jacket looks really nice. Is that a belt loop, right? That's belt loop. He hangs out like a backpack. Like one of those like backpack children thing have. It's really nice. Doesn't look too heavy. It is halfback slat hat. And Kama has to have the 4 strength. Because it doesn't feel, you don't see, there isn't like support in the bottom right here. So it's technically, he's holding on like to dear life. Like his arms are crossed because he is putting like the weight onto his shoulders. His body, his own body. And his tail, it's like giving off like his tail. So I'm like, oh. But it is metal, so I'm kind of weirded out that it's also squishy. Unless it's just regular rubber to look like metal, then yeah. It's gorgeous. Alright. Been busy, very busy. I feel like it's a free time. Been busy, so exactly what I had in mind. Seems like around the same. Port Elpis. Official answer? No comment. Unofficial answer? I like both. Or do you prefer watching? Alright. That's our third girlfriend, because we already did Ashra, my beautiful.
Be sure to send me the photos. I need a new wallpaper for my phone.
100%. Let's go check it out. Great. Alright. I wish they could interact with each other, like make like kind of the same interaction as crap. Needle stars. I wish they had that. Yeah, there, Grandpa Goop. And imagine that it's actually your ball and it's just fishing anything. Just don't ask that, or else. See, what do? You scared off the fish away. When you sneak up behind me all of a sudden. Told you so. How about you? I've caught 3 already. I got a feeling that today is the day I'll catch a new fish species. If you catch a new species, do you get to name it? What you caught here has to be something like Elfish something. If we want to be specific, we can name it based on the appearance of the type, like Elfish eel, Elfish shrimp, Elfish. Yeah, but you have to. Yeah, you haven't caught anything. Don't even talk about the fish. Your bucket probably empty except for water. You should think of a name for the bucket instead. How about Elvis Fish Bucket? Shut up. Whatever. I'll catch it later. I'll name it Fang. What if catch up food again? Even better. Hopefully I catch the old and I'll call it Fang the foul fruit. So wise. If you caught a new fish, what would you name it? Astrofish. My name, Astrofish. Okay, what's the name for it? I'll name the fish Wisefish. Hey, it actually sounds very ancient. And Astrofish sounds like a place that can sing. A very good. You can go with a sing, a very beautiful fish. That's something. You and Astra were spending hours chatting, watching Grandpa Blue fish. You lose track of time. All you recall is that you chatted until Grandpa's first fish. That explains.
You don't have to run so fast.
Oh, yeah.
We're not shooting a chase scene here.
Oh, yeah, you're not the sporty type. After Wise went to New Waifu Peninsula. Waifu Peninsula. Wise has already have abs. All the women in one. We have how many women? I wish I could. Your zones already have all those purple things. They don't reset, right? Every time you yeah. Z merits. I already have my full Z merits. My 900 plus the 1,000. Okay. I'm not wasting until 8 days by buying all this stuff. I need the hidden treasure, all the hidden treasure, plus the senior investigator level. Well, first hidden treasures, then I'll see what I need from anything else. And then with this, I don't really need anything else from here. I have by next week I should have 4,000. That's one of tuning calibrating, one counter page. To be honest, I rarely been using this page. Well, that's because I didn't level it. My shield defenses are good. My gun is so good. Oh, we got until 1 day. 16. Nice for this one too. That's 8 days this one, so same thing.
You need a fortune telling?
I have like how many days?
Your fortune seems pretty good lately.
I have 13 days. So that's like one more week. It's a lot of grind. I need 25. I'll do it whenever I get 10 days. Yes. Hard time. Gonna start on that artwork somewhere, someday. Just, that cat has to have something. Getting some art. We do have a drawing book. Yeah. Oh, is that on? There we go. Finally, oh my god, that took so long to get it in there. Okay, finally I can read chat and do this. Jesus Christ. That should be good for the. Let me see where it goes. Why is it so small? Unless. I gotta rework this. Oh, it's because it was putting on the old stuff. Oh, okay, now I remember. That's why I have YouTube on. Okay, okay. There's no SII. Properties. There we go. Okay, now it makes more sense now. Okay, I see. I see what I did there. Pass me. That's what I meant. Oh, where's blue? Sorry, too far. Okay. Should be right. I wish I had a third screen. Look at that. You know what? We're gonna pause before I put anything in there. You know what we can put behind this YouTube thing? Display, image, background. Browse. Pictures. Da. Screenshot. Sticky note. Any of this. Maybe. Maybe so. We'll just do the regular stuff. Okay. Fit to screen. There you go. Lock. Okay, so that should work. We'll watch the video while we're at it. And then I do have to switch. I don't want to know. A react to a react with a react on a react. Oh my god, this one, I'm not gonna lie. This is bomb. This is like a bomb. It's music. Oh. So fucking good, I'm not gonna lie. Hold up, I gotta reset. Man, I got a lot of music, but no reactions. Where's my react? How did I never know there was, unless there was like this, like. Maybe it's really dependable. We can watch Saint Totus. Polarized here, pulls plus TO8. Yeah, he might be. Look, imagine I just go onto his live and then he says the most ridiculous things ever. Let's see. I'll let you guys see this too as well. Cause I swear he says the most ridiculous things ever, and I'm like, how dumb are you? Like, why do you lie?
Let's see how it do.
Sir, you suck. I won't see their chat. What game is he playing again? It's Danjigi Teams. I must pull. Wiwa? Withering Waves. Wuwa, you mean? Wuthering Waves. Unless it is Withering Waves.
Oh my god!
Bro
He
sucks at
fucking
everything.
blasted me.
Bro sucks at every
Alright,
game.
we're gonna have to try to hit the shorekeeper parry again. Good thing I practiced this one.
Oh, good thing you practiced this one. Shut up. Shut up. I don't know. The hate, it just comes with it. To be honest, he really deserved it. Deserved the hate on that one. Because, like, bro, try to destroy a community. I'm like, could have just made it better. Oh my god. I saw this. I was like, who made this? I think it was
And I'll be serving you today. What can I get for you? A drink?
A what? That's right! Crazy Bob! Purple, black, or blonde. I much prefer bald. On the talk of their resolve, I'll have to make sure that they're gone. Anywhere I go, any place I choose, there was another saying on the loose. Any monkey in my visor, I set him on fire! That one time I blew your planet away. It was my desire. I'll do it again if I can have my way. Of your doom I will be the supplier. Monkeys, 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 die, die!
This is such a Frieza movie, I'm not lying.
Monkeys, 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 die, die! Monkeys, 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 die, die!
Good.
Monkeys, 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 I will see that your demise! When I let alone, never let believe my ears. When I heard a sticker saying you.
No! No. I knew there was something. I was like, hold up. This part he says something? Yeah, I hope I cut that one out. Or that was already cut out mid between on Nintendo Wii. Who plays the Wii? Okay, this one. Look, I'm an ASMR fan. I'm not gonna lie. Partners in Time. Man, there's nothing really good to react. Unless I can, you want me, I can find, go to Alana's. Hold up. The fish is live. What the fuck is the fish alive for? Miss Alana. Fallout 4 as well as, but my health is draining. That could be a lot worse. You know what? I hate this one right here. I hope I have it. Yeah. This person right here. I'm like Soldier Tail in my perspective. And then this is 2 weeks. But now we're getting news about this like new power or new disc drive that really buffs up like what's it called? Aftershock. We already have an Aftershock disc. But it ain't like fully helped. But we're finally getting upgrades for Aftershock. Because, like, you have a few characters with Aftershock. And I'm like, man, this is really good. Right? Why is he... Well, hold on. Why is he playing an electric...
release. For what I need.
No. How you play... Hold on. Why would you even play against... Pompey, right? Pompey, get him reminded. He plays Pompey with Abby. And then, like...
For example, M6 Yishuan, I had no E for main DPS, M6 BRB, Ice DPS. I did M6 Hugo just for fun, but majority of the time, like Eve M6, that was my fire DPS.
Well, at least he's getting...
Basically,
he got
as long
20
as I have
you know,
one
either way,
of what I need, I can say I'm happy with that.
Yeah,
now,
he's not
unfortunately, I did M6 Yunagi on release. I needed a strong electric DPS. And before someone mentions him, Haru isn't that good. With that in mind...
What do you mean? Haru is great if you know how to play him. Okay. We're not gonna say it.
No, I wasn't gonna pull for Haru anyways. So once Ambi released, I did my pulls. I wasn't really happy with them. Moving on to the runs. Ambi's best team on release was Nicole, herself, and Astra. Astra?
Astra. Astra.
Polkro was not a good character for Ambi. Nicole flat out was just better than Polkro.
That's why Trigger. Hold on. That's why Trigger came out, right? That's why Trigger came out, because she was supposed to be co-work like. Okay, Trigger came out because of Zero, because of Soldier Zero, right? And Zero, I don't know about the whole Aftershock, but she's the, I think they're the first Aftershock characters, right? If I'm not wrong.
Building her, I just went and tested her out in Deadly Assault real quick. I posted my, at the time, best run on YouTube for day 1 of Sambi. I think it was like a minute and 15 or 12 seconds. I did go back after and I hit a sub-minute time, but in the description, I even say Sambi is fun, but she's kind of unimpressive. Something along those lines. But you know, it's whatever. She reset was coming. I just wait for She to drop, and that's where I can really test if Ambi and Yanagi are comparable.
I'm so sorry. I know we're supposed to start on the other stuff, but like, I don't want to watch this. Like, I don't want to, you know. Damn.
Okay, but that was unoptimal. Let's see what an optimal Sambi versus an optimal Yanagi looks like.
Do you have Trigger? Because that is optimal. If you want an optimal Sambi, right, you need Trigger, you need Zero Soldier Sambi, you need Trigger, and then you need Astra, right? Trigger and Soldier Zero and Ambi can be like Zero, right? M0, right? Compared to M0, Yanagi, right? If I could compare that, right? And then you have M0, all M0s, right? Comparing Yanagi to Sambi, it's like saying like two sides of a coin, right? One is a DPS, another one is more of an anomaly, right? And yeah, you can say like, oh, you know, anomaly after anomaly, you get so much damage after one, you know, I'm going. But Sambi, she needs her Trigger, right? Trigger is the thing that helps her on buffing her attacks, buffing her speed, pretty much buffing everything for her.
The difference was this big? Oh my god!
You're still clearing with a good size. Like, it doesn't really matter how fast you, like, unless like you're one of those like players that want to like show off and like say like, yeah, this is how much money I spend and it's worth it because I can show you all my poor people here. But like, you know, if like depending like oh, you could say, oh, you know, what about those free-to-play players who got those M6? Yeah, they only M6 like 1 or 2 characters dependable, right? And you gotta skip like a lot of them. Like imagine someone like, you know, plays a lot on the early days, right? And they get a lot of, because there's a lot of what's it called? A lot of news or like not leaks, but kind of like Easter eggs of different characters that will come out soon, but not later, right? Now I have a few friends who say we're setting up for the what's it called? The Idols of Delusion, right? And I'm like, hey, you know, how are the Idols of Delusions? Are they really good? Are they great? I was like, you know, I'm ready. I want to pull them because I seen them very first time. I'm waiting to pull them. I'm like, oh, okay, that's really cool. For me, the Idols of Delusion, they don't really hit the spark. Like, nothing shoots out, right? Nothing really comes to like eye catches to me, right? It's all more of like schoolgirl uniform. We already have that with the others, like Miyabi and the others, like. But I'm more of like streetwear. I don't know. My characters, they're so different. Like, I fell in love with the cunning hairs because I could relate more to them. and like their actions of what they are of a street, not street gang, but like street people who, you know, lived with close like neighborhoods and kind of not in a really high rich way, right? And a lot of people drag to like, let's say Hoshimi Miyabi wasn't like a so powerful like absurd powerful, right? Let's say she wasn't, right? Everybody loves her like way of talking, speaking, and all. Like, well, we could say she's in the spectrum of it because, like, I feel like she is. She's somewhere in the spectrum, right? But you know, she's like one of those like girls that you could like principal. Yeah, like hold up, class principal. That's why everyone loves her because she's a head of class principal, not secretary principal, but class principal, right? Let's say this is like a high school type style, right? She's class principal or high school class principal. Is that not the word for it? Class principal for Japan students. School principal, student principal. How about student principal? Let's do student principal because I think that's the term for him. No. What's the head student's? Why am I showing you guys this? Hold on. Incognito. In Japanese schools. Student council. That's what it was. Head student is student council. President. Oh yeah, student council president, and then the secretary. Yeah. Situkai. I can't really say it. Right. That's who she is. Like, Chief Miyabi is student council right? Principal. And then Yanagi is her assistant, right? She deals with more of the paperwork and stuff like that. So, that's mostly more of a culture thing. Like, that's from Japan perspective. Like, oh, I finally have a student council principal as my head lead, and it makes sense that she's top tier. And then, you know, Wee Shan more plays of a cheater role. You know, she's supposed to be super powerful, right? Astra, the popular singer girl or pop idol, right? The idols of delusions, more of a indie idol, or more of a traditional idol like Hatsune Miku and the others, right? Pop star idol. This is more of a singer. The cunning hairs of a rogue students or more of like delinquent students. Those more of the everyday venture. The Sons of Calon. They could be more place of like they could be placed more of let's see what we think of. Delinquents. Yeah, the delinquents. There's difference between rogue and delinquents. Because out of all of them, they're all blonde. And in Japanese terms, they're mostly delinquents. Right? That's the same thing as Nicole. But Nicole is just, you know, people here. Blonde is specifically more for delinquents. And then we have the NEYPS, the police. Right. We could just say they're regular police, but they still act like students. And then what do we have? Oh, the Victoria housekeeping. It feels like more of a butler home for like rich people, but I feel like the butler trope and the maid and stuff like that. I feel like that's more of a like under if we let's see. I don't know how to put that in like a high school anime type style.
I could fit a second Yanagi right in here, and I think it would still clear faster than the Abby one.
To be honest, I don't really care anymore. It doesn't piss me off. It's just kind of like, oh, you know, if you want to compare one thing to another, then just then why even pull her? Like, oh, probably because, you know, still thankfully pull her because like later on, now she's gonna be upgraded to much more, you know, fit the role of a DPS electric. Efficient taken to a whole level. That's a lot of crits, I'm gonna lie. Then. Let's see. Yeah. Nothing good. Nothing good. Oh my god, that reminds me. The Incredible. Alright, we can do Disturbing World. Because these are like really.
Hold up. Does anyone remember The Incredibles?
Yes. That's why, because I saw. Okay, hold on. Before we get into this, because I saw there was a whole thing about like Incredible DVD 2. I'm like, oh, I never knew there was like tapes like under like the second story, right? There's another one, but we could just do this one because we're already doing it. That's pretty. This one about because of that. But like, the whole thing is that, like the whole point of Incredibles is old heroes coming back to help save the world again, right? And the only reason they come back, well, the only reason they down is because politicians and politics made them retire because of so many problems that were going on between the heroes and, you know, the government between them, right? And I'm so sorry, my brother's playing. And then and then they passed laws for soups to be, you know, illegal, right? They're not gonna kill them off straight away, but they can't, you know, do heroism anymore. Vigilante. They restricted more vigilantism. Yes. But like, you know, there wasn't a full story of why they there was like hints of reasons why, but it didn't went into full detail about it, right? I'm like, oh, okay then. So, you know, makes sense. Like, you know, they try to save people, but they couldn't, and then they got sued by the people. Oh, it's because one dude sued him for breaking his neck. Well, for saving him, right? Because he wanted to be gone from this world, but Mr. Incredible saves him. Because, you know, that's the right thing to do. You know, no person should, you know, be gone, you know, with their own hands, right? You know, you should always seek help for that type of thing. But he saves him, and then after they saves him, he he sues Mr. Incredible for recklessly saving him, right? For getting his neck broken in the process. And the whole thing is, you saved me, but I wanted it to not be saved. But also, you broke my neck, and now I want to sue you, right? Because, you know, that. And the whole argument's kind of stupid because I think there is laws in place to help people, or like, I hope there is laws, right? We should have in the U.S. We should have laws for people to be saved. If you if you save someone and get if you say someone from that and can you get in a hospital, dude? I think that's a. I don't know how to spell sued. Sued. Although the Good Samaritan laws are placed to protect rescuers, medical malpractice is still very real. You certainly do have the right to pursue legal compensation for vulnerable injuries when your caretaker or rescue did not follow expectation standard. Okay, so from whatever I got from AI, can you get sued for saving someone's life? Right? Yes, you can be sued. Yeah. That's kind of stupid though. But why though? Like, why do we have? Right. Imagine yourself your favorite restaurant. Okay, this is like an article. We'll read an article. Hold up. Article time. Article time. PC. So sorry. So sorry. Got a full. Gaming CV. Scene TV. I don't really have details on date. GBA. Full scene. Gaming record? I don't really have it. Okay then. Oh well. I won't fret too much about it. But, do you want to show it though? Fine. But, let's see. Let's read this article real quick. Imagine yourself at your favorite restaurant eating your favorite meals. In the middle of the meal, you begin choking. A person from another table administrates a hallmark maneuver. In the process of stopping you from choking, you develop a blood clot and nearly cost your life. These blood clots are rare, but they do occur. Our pets are going to a movie. You're at blah blah blah, right? EMT, CPR, and in fact, this is how it happened. The study happened. Blah blah blah. Underwent CPR. Suing first responders are trained emergency personnel. EMT fighters, police, and a good Samaritan is anyone who performs an emergency service in order to help save another person. In Tennessee, all first responders are considered good Samaritans. The Good Samaritan law in Tennessee states any individual who provides CPR, emergency rescue, or first aid should not be liable to the victim or person will receive emergency care for any civil damage as a result of any act or omission by such person as rendered emergency care or as a result of any act or failure to act to provide arrange further medical treatment or the care for injured person, except such damage as may result from gross negligence of the person to rendering such emergency care who is in good faith. Render emergency care. Under the law, a medical facility receives patient cannot be held liable either. Although goods and mental laws are placed to protect rescuers, medical malpractice is still very real. You surely do have the right to pursue legal compensation for avoidable injuries when your caretaker or rescuer did not follow any expected standard duty of care under circumstances. If you have been victim of medical malpractice and negligence, but that's only like for like that shouldn't really be for like people like regular people shouldn't be under like the sue of medical malpractice, right? I get like someone's trying to help, like let's say this, right? Someone got pew-pewed, right? And then now the guy left, the pew-pew person left. It was like a what's it called? It was a drive-by, right? It was a drive-by, right? A pew-pew drive-by, right? The person got hit. Now he got hit, let's say, on the leg, right? Now, the only thing you have with you is, let's say, a belt, pants, some keychains, and a shirt with a wallet and some money, and then a hat, right? First thing you do, right? You check the wound, right? You check the wound, see how bad it is, right? You check if the bullet went through him, right? Because if it did, then you can, that easily helps on the well, I think that makes the bleeding worse. Yes. But either way, if it you check if it went through him. If not, then it's a lot easier to do, right? Now you gotta, like, someone that I know, well, someone from me, like, that is very good with medical terms and stuff like that, because having like a lot of friends with the medical lifestyle. Yeah, you check their wounds, you see if their bullet hole went through or not, right? You rip off a piece of your shirt or cloth or anything that can absorb liquid. Press hands inside. Press against the wound, right? Try to block as much blood if it's not like a like one through, right? If it's just like it stopped in the middle, right? Then, oh no, I think it was wrapping the belt first. Wrap tight as you can on behind the wound, behind the leg, or like where it's closest to the heart, where the wound is, right? Wrap your belt, wrap it around your leg, tighten as like tight as you can with it. Then rip off a shirt off your cloth. Then try to push and push on the wound, put pressure on it to make it stop bleeding. Then then you can take your entire shirt off and wrap that around it and tighten around the wound. Right now you have a double top. Then you call 911. Well, in the meantime, you call 911 and tell them your situation. Right? That's from someone who knows medical, well, easy medical stuff, right? Then let's say that wound, that bullet was still in there, right? It's poison, right? It's lead poison automatically. Like he's getting poison out of it, right? But you're not very knowledgeable about removing the bullet with the wound, right? Now, let's say he's not your friend. This is just some stranger. Now, this guy can't sue you, right? He can sue you because you didn't take out the wound. You didn't have like your hands weren't clean and use a dirty, belt or something, and you gave him poison and he's sick, and or something like that. I'm like, that's kind of dumb. You saved his life. You could have just left him, there to like defend for himself and never see you, and then never get sued. But I'm like, why would you sue your own saviors if like, yeah, I get it, like if you're like trying to be gone from this world with your own hands, but not really. Like, bro, if someone saved you, then at that point someone does care, or they just care about your human life, right? Now you rethink your life. But the whole thing is like, this medical malpractice should never be placed against a good Samaritan, right? A person who's trying to save you, even though they don't have the full tools of it, right? I get they're not medical licensed, but where you're gonna get a medical licensed person's nearby on a very tragic accident, right? Now, you gotta take matters in your own hands. That's what I would do, man. But let's watch this. Enough rambling.
You're probably a fan of The Incredibles. This thing's got everything from phenomenal voice acting to memorable writing to gorgeous visuals. Well, at least for 2004, it did. You see, if you're like me, you probably remember the basics of this show. The strong dad, the fast son, the stretchy mom. But what if I told you this movie is a lot more disturbing than you might think? Dealing with themes such as infidelity, treachery, and even death. It's not super uncommon for animated movies nowadays to have deeper meanings. That way, if you're exactly like me and have chronic back pain and have no idea what a steaming toilet is, you can still enjoy what you're watching. But the truth is, The Incredibles goes above and beyond when it comes to its mature themes. So much so that after you finish this video, you might not ever be able to view this movie the same way again. I mean, I'm overreacting a little bit here, okay, but still, this movie's crazy. So today, I'll be taking a look at the movie The Incredibles in full while analyzing the good, the bad, and the downright creepy scenes that make the show an all-time classic. So if you're ready to jump into it like I am, grab your copy of Stuart Little 2 for the Game Boy Advance. I really need to start covering movies I actually have games for. And without further ado, let's watch Pixar's very own The Incredibles. Also, real quick, remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I make videos like these all the time, and I'm trying to hit 25,000 subscribers before my birthday in June. It would mean the world to me. Okay, I'm sorry for asking. On to the movie. Our story begins with Mr. Incredible. We see him driving somewhere when all of a sudden, there's a mention of a high-speed police chase nearby. Mr. Incredible, being the altruistic man that he is, switches a dial on his car around, which activates superhero mode. This must be the new Tesla update. Those things basically drive themselves. He's going really, really fast when all of a sudden an old lady walks in the middle of the road and gets ran over at 150 miles per hour. Obviously, I'm kidding. It wouldn't be very super of him to flatten an old granny like that, would it? No, the old lady just wants her cat out of a tree, and because he's super strong, Mr. Incredible saves the cat and then rotates the tree 180 degrees and stops the bad guys on the road. Remember how he was behind the bad guys like 2 minutes ago? They must have taken a detour, I guess. Mr. Incredible gets back to his car when he realizes there's another person inside it. But don't worry, this isn't a bad guy. This person just so happens to be a huge fan of Mr. Incredible, and also he's like just a kid. I'd imagine this is what it feels like to be a teenage white girl when there's a new serial killer documentary on Netflix.
I'm your #1 fan!
Anyway, the kid wants to tag along, but Mr. Incredible says, nope, I don't think so.
I'm your
He knows everything.
Fan.
It's crazy. Bro got heated up in Tesla. A little later now, and in the middle of some bad guy confrontation, Mr. Incredible runs into Elastigirl. That's Elastic Girl, one word. I've actually been pronouncing this Elastic Girl for the past 20 years, but turns out I've been wrong this entire time. Her thing is that she's very stretchy. It's pretty cool. She can move around a lot. The main thing to take away from this scene is that there's a lot of sexual tension between both of these heroes. They flirt a lot and are clearly into each other. They should get married or something. Now, this movie has a lot of dark scenes coming up, but this next one is the first glimpse into that world. If you're under the age of 12, please click the iShow speed stream you have in your recommended. In this next scene, we see some guy standing on top of a very large building and jumping off in an attempt to commit. Thankfully, Mr. Incredible hits the quick time event successfully and times his jump perfectly to catch him in the air and bring him into the building he jumped off of. This guy is either the luckiest or the unluckiest guy of all time. With this random dude saved, you'd think that the day's over, but as fate would have it, turns out this building they're in is a bank, and it just so happens that there's a robbery going on. This is when we meet the most underrated character in the entire movie, Bon Voyage. He's a French mime. His name is clever because Bon Voyage in French means like good trip in a kind of haha see you later loser kind of way. Listen, this is like his only scene in the entire movie. I just think he has a funny name. Mr. Incredible is ready to take him on when the kid from earlier randomly shows up and then screws everything up. Remember him? Surely he won't turn into an evil Tony Stark or something. That would be crazy. Anyway, the kid just wants to help, but he ends up screwing everything up like I said. Bon Voyage attaches a bomb to his cape. Mr. Incredible jumps on him and manages to eventually take the bomb off, but not before it blows up an elevated train track, which Mr. Incredible stops with his bare hands. Usually I'd praise a scene like this for conveying such an iconic premise into visual form, but Spider-Man 2 came out like 4 months before this movie did, and it had a scene just like this, so I don't know, El Bozo, bro thinks he's Spider-Man. The next shot here is, wouldn't you know it, a wedding. Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl are getting married. This movie does that goofy superhero thing where heroes wear a thin eye mask to hide their identity, and when they take it off, like no one recognizes them at all. It's like every hero just has 99 sneak or something. Anyway, Bob and Helen, which are their real names, get married, and everything is pretty much perfect.
We're superheroes.
What could happen?
What could happen? The government. The government could happen. So,
The government.
because
That's
Mr.
all.
Incredible
It's always
is
the
trying to save
government.
That one guy who is skydiving without a parachute, the world basically turns on heroes overnight. The idea here is that this random guy wanted to die, but Mr. Incredible stopped him from doing that, and in the process broke his neck or something. You know that one meme that's like, "This is my face when Hulk throws my car at a villain." Well, in this world, that actually happens, and innocent civilians get hurt all the time because of it. There's like a bajillion lawsuits against superheroes, and so superheroes as a concept are banned from society. They're allowed to live their normal lives in secret, but it's illegal for them to use their powers. And that's basically the whole intro sequence to this movie. Honestly, dabbling into topics like politics, social outrage, and even death in the first 10 minutes of your animated kids movie sounds like a horrible idea on
Sounds
paper,
like a
but I
great
promise you
idea,
this
I'm
is
not
good
gonna lie.
shit. Okay, just trust me. We then skip 15 years
great
into the
movie.
future when we see Bob living a regular boring life at his regular boring job. Bob looks kind of sad, and he just really hates the life that he's living. How relatable. He has an angry boss who's always angry. He's very angry. That's like his only trait. On the bright side, since we move 15 years into the future, Bob and Helen now have kids. 3 of them, to be exact. There's Dash. He can run really fast because of course he can. His name is Dash. There's Violet. She can turn invisible, and she mostly wears purple because, you know, her name is Violet.
She's
And
purple.
her favorite character from Breaking Bad is Marie. And finally, there's the baby of the family. His name is Jack Jack. He's a bit different than the
Oh, yeah,
rest
brother.
because not only does he not have any known powers at this point in time, but his name also doesn't make some extremely obvious observation about his appearance. Like, I'm surprised they didn't call
Jack
him
of all
Spike
trades.
or Pointy or something like that. Anyway, everyone's home for dinner now, including Bob, who's really mad because he had to trade his awesome Tesla in for a Little Tykes Cozy Coupe 30th anniversary car large edition. Everyone's eating and kind of arguing at the same time. The mom is disappointed because her son is using his powers at school. The dad is kind of excited when he hears this because even the slightest mention of someone using their superpowers brings this guy a tiny shred of hope in an otherwise miserable and depressing life. Rated T for teen, by the way. Depression's awesome. The dad gets so excited that he breaks a plate, so he leaves, and then the oldest siblings fight over some random bullshit. I don't know, it's not important. Also, to keep my tradition up of pausing the movie at random moments just to find goofy little frames, here's a frame of Dash being squished like a pancake. He's like running, and then... Oh, wait for it. Hey. Look at... Hey. But then everyone stops fighting immediately because a secret mystery person rings the doorbell. Is it a supervillain or a CIA agent maybe? Nope, it's actually just a close friend of the family named Lucius, but you probably know him better as Frozone. If somehow you don't know this guy, he can spray ice out of his hands, pretty much.
Nice of you to drop by.
Never heard that one before.
He's like, that's so funny, dude. F off. Anyway, the reason this guy showed up is because it's Wednesday, which means it's bowling night. At least that's what these two tell their wives, because what Frozone and Mr. Incredible actually do is sneak out and use their powers to stop bad guys and save the innocent. As much as I'd love to see a guy who can lift up a car, go bowling for 2 hours, that unfortunately doesn't happen here. 2 important things to note before we continue. 1, Frozone mentions an ex-superhero by the name of Gazer Beam. Apparently he had trouble adjusting to a regular life, and no one has seen him in a while. And 2, there's a lady in a car literally right across the street spying on our 2 heroes. Like literally within talking distance, by the way. They could probably hold a conversation if they really wanted to. Anyway, there's a fire or something nearby, so Bob and Frozone take it upon themselves to save everyone who might be stuck there. This, on paper, is a horrible idea, at least for Frozone, considering his entire thing is like completely useless when surrounded by fire. Also, maybe he has super strength as well. He's carrying like 3 adult bodies on his back in this scene, which, like, you know, even if they're only 100 pounds each, would still be a lot to like carry around and run with. Does he have more powers? Is this just a silly cartoon goof? Let me know in the comments. These 2 save a bunch of people, and then there's some shenanigans where they have to like free someone. It's really cool. But eventually our boys get away and go back home. But here's when Bob has to overcome his biggest obstacle yet: an angry wife in the middle of the night. I'm shivering. This is genuinely terrifying. So Helen almost immediately finds out what Bob's actually been up to, which causes a big argument. It's mentioned that Bob is always trying to relive his glory days, which is a problem. Helen doesn't let their son Dash play sports because he's too fast, which is a problem. Violet doesn't get mentioned at all because I don't know.
It's fine,
I guess. Anyway, speeding through this next day now, Bob is at work and wants to die. His boss is being a big meanie, as he does, so Bob finally decides he's had enough and just straight up tries to suffocate him. But of course he can't really do that because this is meant to be a kid's movie, so instead, Bob decides to hit him with the old Falcon Punch. Falcon Punch! Bob obviously gets fired here because he like straight up just killed his boss. But thankfully there is some sort of NSA agent that takes care of all the iffy stuff. This guy pays people off, he erases some memories. That way Bob isn't revealed as a superhero to the world around him. Cool way of doing it. I guess they just like Men in Black everyone. Later that night, Bob is at home when he notices a weird tablet in his work folder. Turns out the lady who was spying on him that one night planted this tablet at work while he was choking his boss. This tablet says a secret message meant specifically for Bob, basically saying, hey, call us back, we like your powers and we want to work with you, we'll give you lots of money. And it's funny because this show wastes like no time, because the very next day Bob, who I will now be calling Mr. Incredible officially, is on a private jet and getting debriefed on a special mission.
It got smart enough to wonder why it had to take orders.
We lost control.
This movie's talking about rogue AI back in 2004, dude. That's actually pretty wild. So you're probably wondering to yourself, Darcy, when does this movie actually get pretty dark? Don't worry, we're almost there. It gets pretty f***ed up. Anyway, so Mr. Incredible gets dropped off and is on an island to fight this big AI robot that's unstoppable, apparently. This girl saw his powers. She hired him to fight this robot. It's really cool. This thing proves to be a serious match for Mr. Incredible. It takes some hits, it dodges and counters some attacks. It's the real deal. Or should I say real steel? Get it?
No, never talked to
Anyway,
me,
this
though.
fight is super epic. It's basically Naruto versus Sasuke, just trust me. Eventually, though, Mr. Incredible actually gets inside the robot, which gets the AI all confused, and the robot just starts hitting himself, which sounds very stupid, honestly, and is the gaming equivalent of killing your own teammates in CS2. Mr. Incredible beats this thing basically no problem and is later having dinner with the spy lady. Her name is Mirage, by the way. I forgot if I mentioned that. There's a fair bit of sexual tension here again. Mirage is definitely flirting and Mr. Incredible definitely does nothing to stop it at all. So add infidelity to the list of adult themes this movie has. The next day now, and Bob is seen being a lot happier with his family. He actually shows affection towards his wife and kids. He spends time with them. He also kisses Violet on the nose in a weird way. Like, why did he do it like that? This leads into a montage where Bob goes back and forth between fighting evil robots for this random company and being really happy with his family. Honestly, it's kind of the perfect gig for him. The only real problem with it, if you want to nitpick, is that you're constantly lying to literally everyone you love, and you could possibly die at a moment's notice. But other than that, yeah, perfect gig. But then, it's here when we're introduced to arguably the most memorable character in the entire franchise, Edna Mode. Bob visits this mansion which belongs to a person named Edna. She used to be a costume designer for all the superheroes and still kind of does exactly that, but like in secret now, I guess. Also, side note, I didn't mention this earlier, but I probably should have. The NSA agent, Gazerbeam, and Edna can all be seen attending the wedding at the very beginning of the movie. Just thought it was a clever thing. Wanted to show you. So Bob's here to get a new suit from Edna. He's got a bunch of ideas which are taken into consideration, but the only rule Edna has is that there cannot be a cape. Great look, dude.
Makes sense.
No capes.
No capes. True, no capes. Pretty sure everyone hated capes after this movie. That's funny. Later that day, while Edna gets the suit ready, the Incredible household gets a phone call. Turns out it's Mirage, and she's calling Mr. Incredible for another job. Not sure why she's calling the house phone and not some secret cell phone or something. Helen just straight up hears the conversation because of this, and now thinks her husband is cheating on her. So Mr. Incredible is now on the island again, presumably to fight another robot. But this is when we finally get the big reveal on what's really going on here. Mr. Incredible gets caught by the robot, and just as he's about to disconnect from the server, Buddy shows up. That's the kid from the very beginning of the movie that loved Mr. Incredible, like with the bomb and everything. You remember him? So yeah, that's him, but now he's going by the name Syndrome, which that's definitely the name. So Syndrome monologues about how he looked up to Mr. Incredible, but he never gave him the time of day, which disappointed him, giving truth to that one saying that you should never meet your heroes. Because of this, Syndrome vowed to become super himself and ultimately take those who've wronged him out, or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. His intentions become more clear later on. Bro is yapping. That's all he does. Like,
you got me monologuing.
that's what I said. Important to note that Syndrome is just super powerful here, by the way. He doesn't have any actual powers, but his tech is so advanced that he could literally whip Mr. Incredible around like he's an NPC on Gmod. And this is the point in the movie, I think, when this story takes a serious narrative turn. Mr. Incredible jumps into the water and ultimately ends up in a cave in an effort to hide from Syndrome. He's hidden for now, but in this abandoned cave, he finds none other than superhero Gazerbeam. Now, when he finds Gazerbeam, he's already long gone. His flesh and organs have already decomposed, and his bones and clothes are the only thing that remains. As a kid, honestly, I had no idea what was going on here, but really, when you think about it, it's pretty dark. And again, it's not really the most disturbing part of this movie, but you know, like, I don't know, this guy's dead. It's kind of weird. There's some sort of drone that enters the cave and scans the area to see if there's any signs of life. Mr. Incredible somehow avoids this, so now Syndrome thinks that he's dead. And he's also got the smuggest look I think I've ever seen on someone's face ever. Like, this is anime girl levels of smug. During this, on Helen's side, we find out that she herself is visiting Edna because she suspects that her husband is up to something. Your husband suddenly leaves to go on business trips like every other week. How perceptive. She's so like
weird. I don't know.
Edna mode.
She said it. She said the thing.
And guess.
And guess. I love that part.
This scene with Helen and Edna is kind of just there to showcase the rest of the family's superpowers for later. After Bob visited, Edna made suits for the entire family, which is also important. The suits all do special things to accommodate for everyone's unique powers, but perhaps the most important part is that every suit comes with a tracker pre-installed. This means Helen can look at this very early 2000s device to find out where her husband actually is. Remember this? It's very important. Back to Mr. Incredible now. He finally leaves the cave and comes up with a plan to find out what's really going on. It's obviously pretty heroic of him to put his life on the line to figure all this out, but also he's kind of trapped on this island forever if he doesn't find a helicopter or something. So
watch your jet, bro. Watch your jet.
Mr. Incredible sneaks around for a bit. He then kills some guys. It's a fun time. He eventually makes his way into the main building and then into a secret command center where all the information is held. And this is where things get dark. Mr. Incredible is alone in a room with just a single walkway leading to a single computer. He slowly navigates his way to a folder labeled Supers. He clicks enter, or in this case return, it's the same thing. What plays next is a sequence of images showing specific superheroes on the left and specific robot models on the right. One by one, the matchup on screen crosses out either the hero or the robot shown. People like Universal Man, Psychwave, Macro Burst, Blaze-Stone, Downburst, Hypershock. There's a lot of these guys. The robot side, however, keeping the name Omnidroid, whilst only changing its version number. The robot side getting eliminated at a much slower pace, while the hero side sometimes losing matchups 5 times in a row. The overwhelming shock covers Mr. Incredible's face as he realizes what's going on. For each of these matchups, the robots only got stronger, while each of these heroes just became another statistic. And then, probably the moment that hits the hardest when you understand the context of everything, Gazer Beam pops up and is shown to be eliminated. Mr. Incredible quickly searches his own name and is finally shown to be eliminated himself. This is a giant database keeping track of every hero that has stepped on this island and fought these robots before. Every hero shown here has died and was brought up the same way Mr. Incredible was, but sadly, they weren't so lucky. So all that to say, this movie's pretty dark sometimes. Helen is pretty worried about her husband because she just has no idea where he could be, so she activates the tracker on his suit in what's probably the best example of COD timing I've ever seen. Mr. Incredible gets captured, and it's really sad and stuff. The next day, Helen decides enough is enough, so she somehow gets a private jet and flies all the way to the island that the tracker is coming from. Of course, there's some wacky cartoon problem, and it turns out that the older kids snuck onto the jet with their mom and are now coming on this mission with her. It's only the 2 older kids, though. The baby, Jack, is just chilling with a babysitter. What could go wrong? During this, the bad guy is talking to Mr. Incredible. Nothing really happens here, except he does hit a big red button, which of course sends a bunch of missiles towards the jet. Everyone's in. They try to dodge it, Star Fox style, but obviously they can't do that. So Helen, who I'll be calling Elastigirl from now on, yells at her daughter to put a force field around the plane. I forgot to mention that, by the way, but yeah, Violet can turn invisible and create like these weird energy force field things. It's pretty cool. The jet is too big, however, so just when everyone is about to actually die, Elastigirl grabs both of the children to protect them from the blast. They survive this because of the special suits they're wearing and land safely into the ocean because not only can Elastigirl turn into a parachute, but also an actual boat. Not sure why, but this is just like really funny to me. It's weird. I love it.
I'll crush her.
Yeah, that sounds a little dark for you.
Yeah, it is dark, actually.
Like breaking a toothpick.
Jesus, this is actually kind of fucked up, dude. What the hell?
Eventually, the family seeks refuge inside a cave. This looks familiar, but a bunch of stuff happens and they have to leave the cave or something. It's pretty cool to watch the movie if you're interested. It's not really that I don't care about the scene. It's just really hard to condense an entire movie into a 20-minute video, plus explaining plot points, plus giving my own opinion sometimes. I'm doing my best here, okay? This is a great movie. Thanks to Mirage switching sides out of nowhere, Elastigirl and Mr. Incredible are able to reunite. It's very emotional and a little predatory, honestly. Violet and Dash finally have their own little moment in this film. They get into some trouble and are forced to use their powers to get out of it. It's honestly very cool and probably all around my favorite scene in the entire movie. Not gonna lie. Again, you should watch this movie if you want to see it because it's really cool. Sticking to the main plot points though, the entire family finally gets together, but it doesn't go so well because Syndrome shows up with his mod status and insta-bans everyone from the server.
User disconnected from your channel.
The family gets captured, and then Syndrome finally explains what the whole point of this is. Turns out he's been building up this giant killer robot that no super could beat, but that he has direct control over. The idea is that he lets the robot loose in some city, and then it like kills a bunch of people and no one can stop it. But then because he has like a remote control thing, he can pretend to beat it, and then everyone's gonna love him for like a day or something. Not sure what he's gonna do when there's like an actual really powerful bad guy that shows up, but yeah, anyway. To make a long story short, the family escapes because obviously the giant killer AI robot is making its way destroying a city, and then we get this scene that's probably the most famous line in any animated movie ever.
Honey,
there it is.
where's my super suit? Where?
My super suit.
People are dying because the robot is evil, but luckily for them, Syndrome has arrived. His plan is actually going really well. That is, until the robot becomes fully sentient out of nowhere and Syndrome loses control of it entirely. Who saw that coming? The Incredibles family finally arrives in an RV, which is the second Breaking Bad reference in this movie, despite releasing 4 years prior. Everyone works together, including Frozone, who we finally get to see in action in full force. It's super epic and kind of perfect in every way. I love this man. Ultimately, none of their powers can defeat the robot, though. So what they end up doing, get this, is using a piece of its own claw to pierce through its armor. It's a really clever way, right? And it kills the robot. The robot's dead. But let me remind you, this is the exact way Mr. Incredible initially defeated the earlier version of the robot all that time ago. Like, I thought the point of bringing the supers to the island was to improve the robots, but this one has the exact same weakness as the last one did. I'm not sure what they improved from that version to this version, but apparently it wasn't its one crucial weakness. How strange. The day is saved and everyone just likes heroes again now. But then our story isn't over because Syndrome is a petty piece of garbage and will do anything to win. So once the family arrives back home, we see Syndrome kidnapping Jack just cause, you know, Mr. Incredible, I guess. But sadly for Syndrome, this is when the audience finally finds out that Jack does actually have powers, and it's like a mix of a lot of things. He lights himself on fire, he turns himself into tungsten, he transforms into a level 3 goblin at one point. It's pretty cool. Eventually the family does get their baby back, and the final chapter in Syndrome's story ends with probably the craziest and darkest moment of all. This is when his cape gets caught in a turbine engine of the plane above him, and he gets sucked in and just dies.
No kicks.
And that's the end of the movie, The Incredibles. There's the actual last scenes where Dash is allowed to play sports and Violet is more confident in herself. It's all really nice. Obviously, I skipped over a lot of the good detail that makes this movie so good, but this video is already long enough as it is. I figured I'd stick to the main plot. But all that to say, yeah, this movie is pretty dark. People die in this movie. Like, a lot of people die in this movie. There's a bunch of things here that I just didn't understand as a kid, like the whole cheating on your wife thing, or the whole side thing. Remember that? That was wild. But even through all the extremely mature themes, this movie still finds itself being very entertaining past that. It's the reason clueless children and cynical adults can both enjoy this movie at the same time. It explores some crazy topics, but it's also just a fun ride that most people can enjoy. And at the end of the day, that's all I really wanted to say about it. Good movie. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 25K before my birthday. That would be awesome. Become a member if you can afford it and want your name at the end of all my videos for the world to see. Thank you to all my members. I appreciate you guys so much. Paula Abdul scores this one a solid Omni Droid version 5 out of 5. And yeah, thanks for watching.
Okay. I got it.
Yeah, it is dark, actually.
Nuggets!
Or fish. Eat or fish.
Does anyone actually remember Despicable Me? Considering this movie released over 13 years ago, it's not exactly uncommon for most people to misremember what it's really all about. So what's the deal with Despicable Me?
Go back.
Hold up.
Here we go. This is
Now
what I was
let's
looking
take a
for.
moment to remember Gazer Beam, Storm Aside, Psych Wave, Vectress, Everseer, Macro Burst, Flange, Blaze Stone, Downburst, Hypershock, Apogee, Blitzerman, Trade Wind, Gamma Jack, and all of the other heroes we lost in this tragedy. All of the supers who died wanting only to help.
When I announced I was doing a video about The Incredibles and the Dead Supers, I didn't expect so many people to be excited. I guess the film is deemed as one of the greatest, if not the best Pixar film of all time. Now, being called a super means you're a superhero in the Incredibles universe. Being a super meant you had to hide your identity, and it was fun. So fun, even when the government deemed it illegal, they still did it. But as good as it may seem, being a superhero came with major consequences and problems. And these long lost VHS tapes I'm about to show you today will show you that. Make sure you guys enjoy this video and make sure you help me get that like goal of 5,000. That'll be much appreciated, and thank you, and enjoy the video. This logo that you see on your screen represents the National Supers Agency, and its senior operative goes by the name of Rick Dicker. He's one of the government officials who's helped supers stay out of newspaper headlines after it was deemed illegal. He makes his first appearance at the hospital after Mr. Incredible throws his boss through a couple of walls and into a file cabinet. And of course, when scared of getting his identity exposed to the public because of this, he calls upon Rick. When Rick comes, he wipes his memory, and he seemingly has done this multiple times for years. We also see Rick Dicker do this to Violet's crush at the beginning of The Incredibles 2, but what I'm trying to say is this guy handles all the dirty work behind the scenes for the supers, and he's been doing it for years. And obviously, if Rick is in this position, he has to know how to take these supers down if it ever came down to it.
Agent Rick Dicker, file 93718. The files of the National Supers Agency are hereby sealed in accordance with the Superhero Restriction Act, banning all supers activity. These files contain highly classified information regarding the supers, their powers, weaknesses, and in some cases their secret identities. Despite the government's insistence that this ban is permanent, these files should still be treated with the utmost secrecy and respect. Who knows? Maybe one day these kids will be allowed to help people again. I sure hope so.
I hope so too.
Do we have to talk about the Thrilling Three? Yeah, yes, I was part of that group, and it was well-intentioned, a bit misguided. You know, let's face it, it wasn't really the Thrilling Three. It was really the Thrilling One plus two in Gazer Bean's mind.
Huh.
It was less than thrilling. Less than thrilling, that's good. Well, let's see, I started out in Arizona, and then,
Throughout the plethora of these interviews, you won't be able to hear the interviewer at some points. But based off their answers, it's pretty easy to make out what questions are really being asked. Also, I want you guys to look at their powers, personality, intelligence. It'll help you paint a theory on what about them led to their death.
migrated over to Los Angeles, which was great. I had a great long run there. A lot of work to be done. A lot of superheroes see Los Angeles as kind of a launching ground, and to be honest with you, I didn't have a lot of places to launch to from there. The solar-powered thing, you know, it's good for the environment, but it's not so good for me. It limits my ability. It limits my work hours. It makes me look like an idiot if something happens at night. You know, really, it's really hard when it's nighttime for me because I'm a rather social person.
Notice how she unintentionally exposes her weakness. She says that her powers come from a solar panel, which means that she's basically useless at night. It makes you realize why these files are highly confidential.
I like to dance. I like to go out to dinner, and if something horrible happens, my power's not going on because the sun's not out, and so it can be frustrating at times. Unless evil breaks out at a tanning salon. I'm done for.
I am very independent. I don't need helicopters. I don't need airplanes. I can heat the air underneath me and lift right up, and I don't have equipment. The flames come straight out of me. What a waste. Some superheroes have equipment, and I think that's just a waste. You have to maintain it all the time. I just have my super suit, and that's about it. I like my independence. You know, the NSA knows that I'm very independent, and, you know, a team, you know, surrounding, you know, they do look after me, and which is good and everything. You know, they always have to keep an eye on me. I mean, I don't know why. I mean, I only light a couple of things on fire that I shouldn't light on fire. I mean, it's not my fault. I mean, it is very hard to, you know, keep everything under wraps. Sometimes my temper, you know, I can get a little bit hot-headed, but not much. I mean, when I think about things that kind of anger me just a little bit, you know, then boom, you know, the building lights on fire, and then next thing you know, the hills light on fire, and then Frozone has to come along and you know, cool everything down, and then I have to be grateful and say, oh, thank you, Frozone, I really appreciate it. But, you know, he's really annoying. He thinks he's all that, and I do enjoy being independent. You know, they recognize that, and I love my powers, and, you know, I don't have to carry any equipment on me, and I really enjoy that.
Could you say that again?
Wait, what? Do you want me to say the whole thing again? I thought it was perfectly clear. You want me to go back again, the whole thing? I don't understand. Oh, okay. So, I am so sorry. I know what the problem is. I keep on forgetting which dimension I'm in. Wait, which dimension am I in?
I don't know which one you're talking about. She's going crazy.
My powers are atomic density manipulation, ability to reshape matter. Say you have a cut or a boo-boo on your arm, I can probably do something about that.
How did this guy die? He can manipulate atoms, and he has regeneration. His biggest weakness is his strength, and he does look buff, but based off his stats, he hits like a pillow.
Not exactly a Band-Aid. I'm a little bit better than that. I'll actually heal it. You know, so I got my start in a doctor's office, actually. It seemed like a good place to start at the time, but it's pretty boring in there, actually, and I got a little tired of it. You know, the doctors, they didn't appreciate what I was doing as much anymore, and, you know, I wanted something a little sexier, you know, than just...
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Cleaning up wounds. So I thought I would try this whole superhero thing, see how that went for me.
currently I'm focusing in on trying to reshape different materials into bicycles. It's sort of a hobby. I'm starting to gain some acceptance within the superhero community. I've gone to conferences and stuff, and you know, at first I started in the back of the room, just sort of as an onlooker. Now I have my own, you know, I have a table I get to sit at now. Some heroes talk to me. I you know, especially if they want a bicycle.
Being a superhero, one of the first things you got to do is figure out what you want the people to call you. You know, I started out, well, let's go with the power, but you know, forehead ray disintegration guy. That was too long. I couldn't do that every time I went out to save someone. You know, walk up to a supervillain. It's like, oh, stop! It's forehead ray disintegration man. And by then he's already turned tail and run. So one day I'm having lunch in the local diner and I'm really desperate. I haven't thought of a name yet, so I'm just looking around. It's like Forkman didn't work. How about Spoon Dude, Banana Cream Pie Throwing Man, Black and White TV Guy, Menu Mensch. That didn't work. The Napkin Dispenser Guy. I didn't really want that name, but I see the placemat. You know, it's Ralph's Diner and. Thinking maybe Diner Guy, but no. Like if my name's Diner Guy, it's like I'm only protecting the diner. When people come in, I defend the diner, and
must be close to that.
I didn't
limit
want
range for disintegration. He can disintegrate someone
Diner
close,
Diner Guy,
but it has to be close to 5 meters, like 2 feet.
I thought it had a good
At
ring
best,
to
like
it, so I started saying it to myself.
5 feet.
Like
At 6 feet,
Dynamite
best.
and Dynamo and Dynamic.
Disintegration ray disrupts atom forces. That is terrifying.
They all sort of meant big and powerful, and
That's
I
terrifying.
just think all those words, they really sounded dynamic, which you put them together and you get me.
Dynamic guy, Dino guy.
When you're a female superhero, getting clothes that don't wear out after a couple of wearings. I mean, after one good fight, I don't want to look like a housefrau, like I'm wearing a burlap sack. So, yeah, I've spent so much money. I've been broke trying to put together a good wardrobe for work. And that's just when is this problem going to be solved for me? I can't wait for the day when somebody can put together a good line of action wear. You know, action wear that will be form-fitting, that will recover after a couple of good days of work, that can really function and has style. Okay, look. If I do a couple of good moves, hold on. If I do a couple of moves like, I'm sorry. Well. I do a couple of moves like this. I'm sorry. Like that. I mean, look at the underarms. My armpits are like practically down to my knees. This is like very, very unattractive. It's like bagging out around my hips. And I was looking nice before. And now it's, you know, maybe I'm as big as a house in this thing. Hey!
Well?
Is there somebody out there? I mean, is there any, like, good wardrobe designer?
I might know someone who could do it.
Help! I'm looking for a little help here, okay?
Name's Edna Mode. She is a bit tough to deal with, and she won't come cheap.
You know what? I got a good question. How come the NSA, the National Supers Association, isn't paying for my action wear, huh?
Just remember to save your receipts.
I don't think you guys want me playing for any other team, do you?
You see, when one is a superhero, there's a certain catalog of expectations that are incorporated with it. Say, the physical appearance. Yes, I stay in shape. Yes, I have the colorful outfit that goes along with it. But you see, what is inside? The perception, the sensitivity, the foresight, and the psychic awareness
now we need
are what is important and what makes us different. What makes us transcend mere knocking about. Yes, I can mix it up. Oh, I can fight with the rest of them. I can knock 3 people through walls if I have to. But why do that?
Power type,
when
strength,
through
not
the
really good
process of
strength.
the
College is
mind,
pretty smart.
you can avert conflict conflict before it happens. I can make you perceive that I'm beating you up without even touching you, with rapier intellect. Quite frankly,
That
there are a
sounds
lot of things
very.
that come along with
So he can literally say, "You will have the feeling of someone being poked in your butt, like someone poking your butt, right?"
And they're so small, and saliva and blood and bits of bone
bro?
and tooth. There's a lot of supervillains. Frankly, they're not clean people. They don't take care of their hygiene. I mean, you punch a mouth, and who knows what's on you after that. If cleanliness is next to godliness, then ungodliness is dirty. I can deal with a messy psyche, but I cannot deal with a messy bathroom. I mean, why can't people just clean up once in a while and wipe a sink or they leave hair? Don't they see it? Don't they see the scum building up? I mean, it is just a nightmare that you walk into someone's bathroom and they have not touched it in months. With scrubbing. Are we out of time?
I've had some mishaps as Frozone, but generally I've learned how to take, lemons and make lemonade, And I've been able to do some things for people that, possibly would have turned out quite badly had I not been there. I've gone on vacations with friends of mine who were looking forward to a great ski vacation, and we got there, snow was melting. Hey, I was able to go out and make that happen. I'm like the human Zamboni. One day, I must have been, I don't know, maybe 1.5, 2 years old, and I had a glass of Kool-Aid, and I really wanted a popsicle. And in my mind, I was thinking, popsicle, next thing I know, Kool-Aid was frozen in the glass. I was like licking it, and from that point on, anytime I wanted to freeze something, I just thought about it being frozen, and it was frozen. I was elated. I'm a superhero because that's who I am, If it was possible, I would love to just tell the world who I am and let them know. But then I'd have no privacy. There'd be, babes lined up around my house. There'd be guys calling every day trying to ask for a super favor. You know how that is.
The Omnidroid that Mr. Incredible defeated wasn't meant for him. It was meant for Frozone, based off the blue eyes and the environment, and how it constantly was pushing Mr. Incredible towards the heat. It's highly possible that this Omnidroid was meant for Frozone.
There's always going to be a lot of collateral damage. There's lots of villains, and there's lots of villainous deeds going on at any given time. Part of my job is to prioritize which villains I'm going to combat. So I take a look around. I see if there's any good-looking women who need to be rescued immediately, and then I sort of start from there and work my way down the
Sigma
list.
looking ass
If you've got,
saying, "Yeah, I'm Chad Alpha.
Tubby
Look
Joe
at
Schmo
my
over there
looking
with,
hairy."
laser pointed at his head, and he might have to wait in line a little while.
Hair, bro.
Yeah, I've fought my
what type
my
of
fair
hair
share
is
of
that?
villains,
What
and
type
they
of
all
who
have
you
their
want?
own unique
If I were a
challenges.
woman,
They
this
got
man.
their zombie
Okay,
monkeys
nice
and their
outline,
giant laser robots and their super
Scrub face, but
aquatic
that hair,
ninja pygmies. But I
that's a
tell you,
turn
once
off
in a
right there.
while,
You
the
ain't
real kickers
getting
get
under
these
any
dames,
more.
man. These dame villains, and they got the curves and the hair and the big eyes, and boy, those ones they're really, really hard to kill. Especially the ones that they come up and and they're looking at you and you're looking at them and you feel that simpatico, like she's digging you and you're digging her, digging you, and boy, you really got to take a jog around the block real quick and sort of get your concentration back, compose yourself, because you can't get distracted by these sort of thoughts when you're going up against a super villain. That's one of the hard parts of the jobs, when you come across a dame who's really something to look at, and you just gotta let her have it.
Bro, chill. You
she's a
ain't
villain.
special. You ain't.
Yeah, those are
Get
bad
outta here.
days.
I think the question I get asked the most is what happened with the Thrilling 3. It was working fine for me. That I have no problem working in groups. I think we were very successful. I think at times we may have been among the best, but a team is just that, a team. And then any time you take individuals and you put them in a contained environment, they tend to react like oil and water sometimes, or peanut butter and chocolate. Although peanut butter and chocolate does taste good together, so that's actually a bad example. I quite enjoy that. I think the thing I get asked about the most, of course, is my laser vision. People tend to think it's a real picnic to have eyes that shoot lasers, but believe it or not, it's had its disadvantages. If I look at anything too intently, it tends to burst into flames, which can be a real pickle in a relationship scenario. When you're conversing with somebody, a normal person would be able to look them square in the eye. I avert my gaze, which is often interpreted as disinterest, or rather daft or stupid, which couldn't be farther from the truth. I'm a man of culture, a man of passion, and I would say a man of humor, which is not widely known. On the outside, I appear calm and cool, perhaps even collected.
God, he's so cringe.
He's
so fucking cringe.
Falling away on the steamship of hilarity. I'm not sure if that made very much sense.
Unlike Mr. Incredible, when visiting the island for super work, Gazerbeam didn't make it out alive. But he did leave something behind that would save all supers, which was the password to Syndrome's computer.
Hey, how you doing? I'm hypershock. So I have seismic wave generation, which is the ability to create earthquake-like disruptions in the ground to stop the bad guys with my dual seismic amplification hammers on one on each hand. No, I did not buy them at the hardware store, haha. Fly around with my vector thrust fusion rocket rucksack getting from place to place, and my powers are ineffectual and non-solid materials, but if I can get a 6.0 on the Richter scale, I can generally stop whoever's out there, and... We gotta talk about this. Hang on. Hey, Irv. Hey. Where's Irv? Coffee. Yes, hello. I need some coffee. Very nice. No, I don't want tea. I want coffee, and put some aspirin in it or something. How about coffee made from aspirin? You know, you people, you just don't do your homework. And look at this. What is this? Cheap. Spend a little money on your gear if you're gonna have a super in here, okay? And you,
gotta make multiple of
who
those.
are you? You know, I could be out solving crime at the very least. We're solving this hangover. Ow!
Bro's an alcoholic.
Macroburst audio file incomplete. Damage during mission. Audio file for Macroburst mission recovered, but determined incomplete by NSA Division Delta. Audio file for Metaman found missing. Assumed confiscated during surprise attack by Baron von Ruthless.
You know, some superheroes, they pay attention to their look when they're first breaking in, but then they get a little notoriety, they get a little sloppy. I mean, I don't want to, name names, but okay, the Flange. You remember the Flange? Oh, you know, Flange. I mean, I love that guy. Hey, Flange, you know I love you, and I'm not talking out of school here, but the outfit, come on. I mean, he wore that out, but he didn't even have it cleaned. He had schmutz on it from other battles that he fought, and he actually worked on a signature yodel for a year. A superhero yodel. If you can grasp that, I mean, yeah, I'd see him occasionally, you know, we'd be at the same catastrophe. And he would come up to me, hey, Mr. I, listen, I've been working on it, what do you think? Ooh, I mean, is that disgusting or what? Pull yourself together, Brother Flange. You're representing something here. It was embarrassing. It was a waste of time. And quite frankly, it was denigrating to the profession.
Damn.
Kids cannot look up to a yodeler.
I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. I just, you know, it's kind of off day for me. I blew out the pipes. I was trying to seal off this thing that came out of the water. You know, the villains, they always got those bases and stuff. So the funny thing is I blow out my pipes by blowing out the pipes. You know what I'm saying? It's a little joke, you know, the play on words. Yeah, well, you know, the Thrilling Three, what can I say? That was a good idea. I mean, I'm not sure I really know what happened. You know, people blame me, and they say there were these, conflicts. Excuse me. A little dry, but I don't know what they're talking about. I mean, Gazer Beam and I got along fine. Excuse me, I'm having a little trouble.
Oh, he's a smoker.
It was a democratic situation. It was good.
Whoa, okay.
I don't know what people
I get, smoking, right?
Excuse me. I like Gazer Beam. He was a good guy. Excuse me.
It's theorized that the Phalange was losing his powers, which are linked to his voice.
Apogee was useless during Nightfall because she gets her powers from the sun, so Gazer Beam was the only useful one in the group. The Thrilling Three were the most popular super group, and this might have led to their downfall.
Audio file for Plasma Bolt erased inadvertently due to Plasma Bolt's electromagnetic aura. Scheduled to re-record.
So in high school, that's when I realized I had the ability to
This
possess
girl
other people.
is the definition of,
to
like,
send
I don't
psychic
wanna...
waves to other people to get them
She's-
to do things that I really wanted them to do.
She would be like,
I had
she
a
would
crush
say,
on the
I'm a
quarterback
victim
of the
here.
football team
You're the person who
was
causes
also
victims.
my best friend's boyfriend.
I've seen this.
Psyched
I've seen this
waved
part
him
only because, like,
into asking me to the homecoming dance and breaking up with Shelly. And the more I practiced it, the shorter amount of time it took. I could just sort of look at someone or look at a picture or see them passing by and think this thought or this action or whatever, and it would just happen. Never really used it to harm people, except for all those girls I made the guys break up with because I wanted to date them. Kind of freaky, actually.
Splashdown audio file irretrievable due to water damage.
This will be Nicole to my right.
There's vapors, kind of gases in the air, and I can take them in. I'm kind of like a sponge in that way. I emit them however I want. I can emit your oxygen, I can emit carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, whatever you need. It really depends on the situation. Say there's a fire, and I gotta save people or whatever. Basically, I can take the oxygen out of the air, and that stops the fire. On the other hand, if there's a bad guy, I just emit the oxygen, and the fire gets a little crazier, and then,
And it's
bad
terrifying.
guy smoked. It's kind of awesome. Because I'm all about gas emissions. Yes, I have been the butt of many jokes. Maybe it's just because I'm too... What? What? Oh, I said butt. I said butt. What do you want? Ha, ha, ha. It's a good time. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I've got powers. They involve gases. What do you want?
Stratigale's mission audio file deemed incomprehensible. Suspect either faulty recording equipment or a high level of ambient wind noise.
Ooh. We'll finish this and then we'll end the stream.
Thunderhead BSA, stay in school, take one.
Hello, kids, this is Thunderhead. I wasn't always a superhero, but now I am. And I didn't graduate. I thought I was trying to tell him to graduate, wasn't I? Hello, kids, this is Thunderhead. Please stay in school, otherwise you'll wind up like me. That's not right. I don't know where I'm going with this. You told me there was going to be a script or something.
It's not really smart.
Well, I don't read. But you were gonna tell me what to say in through the headphones, and you're not telling me anything except go again. Hello, kids, this is Thunderhead. I didn't like school much, but maybe you will, because you probably won't have the same teachers I had. That's not so good. just aim high and Thunderhead believes in you. Thank you.
Huh. That's really sad.
Most superheroes have the alter ego so they can have the so-called normal life.
Oh, is
Me,
this,
I choose not.
is this, what's his name?
I don't see why I get so much
Oh, I
flack
forgot
for not having
his
an alter
fucking
ego.
name.
I mean, it's supposed to be a secret. No one's supposed to know. So what's the point? So if I take a girl on a date, I'm wearing the costume, sure. They like to bask in the awe of Universal Man. But then we're alone, you know, with the candlelight music and the pericomo and the fragrant oils and things of this nature. Then they come to me and they say, oh, you know,
Molecular density transformation alters personality.
Maybe we can see who's underneath. There's no one underneath. They would be horrified if
Why is
I asked them to
transforming
take
light
off their
lighter
face.
than air density?
This is
Ultra
what
high
Universal
density
Man
transformation.
wears. This is me. Other than being indestructible because of my
Huh.
high density, I am just like you. And that's when the breakup starts, with the late-night recriminations and the slamming of the doors and the shattering
When
bottles
NSA,
and the things of
as
this
part of
nature,
the Blaystone
and the redistribution
elimination,
of
these
the
two will
assets,
brave
and
if they
the it's
don't
not
kill
me,
each other
it's
first.
you, it's not you, it's me, but in Universal Man's experience, it's always you.
As you can tell from listening to all the tapes, the supers back then were doomed to fail and misguided. And at some point, it's likely that Syndrome got a hold of these files at some point. He was filthy rich and was most likely paying off Mirage, who was working for the government. Just think about it for a sec. Why every time an Omnidroid was defeated by a super, the next Omnidroid they encountered was always enough to defeat them? It's because Syndrome would program the next Omnidroid to utilize their weakness to the fullest extent. And he did all this because his favorite superhero was trying to protect him, and he didn't see it. You probably never seen or heard of these files because you never bought The Incredibles DVD. It came with 2 CDs, with one of them having the original movie and the other one having the behind the scenes and these files. If you guys have supers at your school or even at work that you want to get rid of, the link is in the description if you want to access these files online. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys help me get that 5,000 gold like, and peace.
Alright. We'll call it a day. It's 11 for me right now. It's like super late. I gotta work tomorrow.
Tell them about disappearances
Pause.
pertaining to...
Jesus Christ. Okay. But I hope everyone had a good day, and hope, you know, whoever was watching, they had fun as well. But I wish I had an ending, but I do not have an ending for these type of things. So the best I can do is Earthbound. Alright, I hope everyone has a nice day, or night, or whatever time. You stay safe, you stay alive. I love you. We all love you. Maybe I don't.